So Stephen Graham is in the news again. He's the actor who played the dad in Netflix's Adolescence. And before I get into him, isn't it odd that Prime Minister Keir Starmer is more willing to have an inquiry and give more attention to a made-up fictional TV programme that demonises young British Caucasian lads and wants the whole series shown to MPs in Parliament and in schools up and down the country, and yet he didn't want an inquiry into the grooming gang scandal, which did far more harm to a far greater number of children here in the UK. He won the vote in Parliament not to have that inquiry, threatened his own MPs into voting against it, and then he and some of his cabinet, they abstained. What an absolute scumbag. And then he said that Adolescence was a documentary. It wasn't a documentary. It was made up bollocks based on a real story. And they race-swapped the killer. So make of that what you will. Anyway, back to Stephen Graham. Now, he's in the news because, according to him, he was racially abused as a kid because his granddad was Jamaican. So, yeah, we have another Gary Lineker on our hands. Remember a few years back, he said he also faced similar racial abuse because when he was a kid, he was black. So, yeah, this Stephen Graham fella, he's a mediocre actor at best. He's been in some good films, but it turns out he's as woke as they come. And he's been doing the rounds on talk shows on British TV recently, talking about adolescence and going on about so-called toxic masculinity. And yet, last year, during a non-league football match, he abused the referee, calling him an effing Teletubby and a fat, useless TWAT. So there we go, the man on telly preaching about toxic masculinity is a bit of a toxic man himself. And the racial abuse he suffered as a kid was so great, and it affected him so much that he took on a job as an actor, playing a violent racist in This Is England, if you remember that. It was very tough filming that for him because of his childhood trauma, he says. Now, don't get me wrong, abusing people for their immutable characteristics is wrong, and if you do judge people on their skin colour, then you seriously need to find a better argument. And looking at the fella, I would never have guessed that he has any other demographic heritage in him. The same as Meghan Markle when she started spewing on about people being racist about her. I had absolutely no idea that she was another ethnicity, none whatsoever, and it didn't bother me. I find it really convenient that these famous people bring up racial politics to score political points. What's the point in that? Let me know in the comments. And there we go, I'm Paz49. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, Roger Trout.